of gates. First off, don't worry about all that. That was some other farm thing I was doing. What you need redstone. You only need, you don't even need, you only need a lever and a redstone torch to make this gate and a block. I'm gonna be using 3 different types of blocks for some of these. Blue concrete, light blue glazed terracotta, and orange glazed terracotta. Okay, so get a block, you put a lever and a redstone torch and what you want to make. And when you press it, it turns off. So let's say you have this lamp. It'll be on when it's off, but when you turn it on, it turns off. And the AND gate. The AND gate is used with 2. The AND gate needs this. Here you go. Then when you turn one on, when one of them, okay, so you have to turn them both on for this one to go. And if you turn one of them off, it goes off. And if you want to make more than one of these, then fire away. Heck. Maybe you could even make some kind of complicated connection. I'm just making some stuff. This is not, you don't have to make all this. Will it work if I press them all down? Anyways, now for a NAND gate. It looks similar. It's actually very similar, except it's more like just like this instead. And if you turn one, and if you turn them both on, it goes off. Similar, but it's just opposite. And now for an OR gate. This one's a bit more complicated. I'm going to use some light blue glazed terracotta. And here's the OR gate. It'll work with either one of them. and with both. And the NOR gate is basically the exact opposite. It's just like this. In other words, that's two circuits doing the same exact thing. And now for a very... The internet isn't working so far, so if this goes off, don't worry about it. Here's what'll happen if they're both off. You can use this if you want some like special lamp settings or something. But of course you're gonna have to cover it up too, so. That's the thing about redstone, you have to cover all this stuff up. And this way, two of the lights will work. This one will work but if I turn them both off. The side ones work. But if I do this, these sides will be on. Basically, if they're both down. Okay, so pretend these circuits aren't here. If they're both down, this one's off. If one is up, it works. Same with the other side. And if they're both up, it doesn't work. Now here's all the stuff with it. And then for the final main gate, the XNOR gate. Or at least the final gate that's going to be in this video. Because the next video we're going to dive into some classic redstone. We're going to dive into some good old redstone. This one basically works the exact opposite of a normal gate. Okay. And they're both like this. And it'll do that to the other side. Now every side, and this side is on. Three lights are on. when they're both off, in this case. This one 2 are, and this one 3 are. It's a very confusing gate. And then there's another gate. It's a special case of the NOR gate. This one could be useful if you're trying to make like some kind of puzzle. And then you put this here. Then you make a normal redstone track around here, then have it go up to here. But have redstone going here. And then have a torch going here and have a circuit. If they're both on, then it's off. But if they're but if one of them's off and one of them's on, it doesn't work. And if they're both off, it just doesn't work. But if this one is on only, it works. So this one could be very useful in one of the challenges to where you have to choose a lever. You could make like one of these backwards. Try to at least. And it only works when if you do it this way, it'll only work if the left one's down. But if you do it this way, it'll only work if the right one's down. So you can make when it doesn't work simply just kind of cover it all up. Then do that until the only thing they see is levers and no circuitry. Okay, then keep on doing that till nothing is visible. And then and these gates are useless if they tried. Doesn't work. That doesn't work either. And then it's like that. Then maybe you could do some kind of like crossroad of redstone. crossroad has to be like this, though. That one turns that one on, that one turns that one on, and they don't interfere. These are two separate circuits just right by each other. And then if you want to make a circuit go longer, if you want to make a clock circuit, shall I say, but if you want to make it a true clock circuit, you gotta have a button. And you gotta have this be a little bit longer, so. Then make these 2 each. And bam! Just travels around. You could use this for a fireworks show, because this goes indefinitely as long as you keep the circuit going and you don't break it. And you can even plug in more than one circuit if you need to. And then once it reaches a point where it can't keep on going, beep, 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 boop. And if you want to make the circuit a bit shorter, this is how it works. So this is everything on one tick. I think I forgot to change them all. And here's a one-tick circuit. And if you need to, there's 2 circuits. Yep, you can have more than one circuit at a time. In fact, now the circuit's going on forever, so then you watch it. And then, wha-pow! That's a clock circuit if you need it. And if you want to make a clock circuit, or if you want to make something like this, if you want to make like a bow and arrow challenge, this is starting to get off the point. I know, sorry about that, but I just kind of do that with redstone. Could put some blocks here. And then maybe put a hidden source. Or one that's just blatantly there. Unlike what mine is. Like, it's powered, yet it doesn't look like it should be. And yes, I do have a minecart somewhere. I guess I'll just get a new one. And then get a bow. And if you try and aim like right there, I'll end up on the blue ring. You see? And then heck, if you want to like a clock circuit with it, just for looks, and then make it to where every time that the circuit passes, it's 1 second. You could like determine time with it or something. Well, anyways, I guess that's it for this video. That was a bit too long, a lot longer than I would have liked it to be. And if you want a different one, then just make a different one. Oh, and that's not all. I can also make some circuits here. Here's a basic circuit. That's simple. Y'all know how that works. This works too. This is the most basic logic gate you can get. It's a simple input gate and it just goes through. Well, it looks like pigs in the minecart. See if I can get a cow in a minecart. Cow and a pig and... Okay, bye peeps, Brettinator T-1000 out.